So today we're going to go through a non-duality process. But before we get there, I just want to ask, like, how did you find me and what was your initial problem to come to me and work with me with kinesiology and what was the results?
So I was recommended you by one of my friends, so it was a referral. And I initially had lots of shoulder pain and hip pain. I just basically had pains all over my body. And when we got into it, it was obviously things that had been locked up. I mean, it blew my mind. Every session just released something else. And I'd obviously been seeing chiros and physios for such a long time, but actually, when after these sessions, it's like everything in my body just let go of everything.
Amazing. And how many sessions did we did with like was it would you say about 10?
Maybe
I
about
think.
10, yeah, maybe about
Yeah, it was
10.
kind of based like kind of like at the
Yeah,
beginning it was back to back, wasn't it?
yeah. And
And
then the
then it
last
kind of
few is
spaced out.
spaced out. Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
brilliant. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good actually. Yeah, feeling good.
Beautiful, beautiful. And like, just tell me a little bit about your job. Like, you do you sit quite a lot, or do you do a lot of
So
activities?
So I am very active. So I walk for about an hour every morning and I do three heavy strength sessions every week.
Wow.
But the rest of the day, I'm a PA. So I do tend to sit for quite a
Mm,
long time at my desk, at
mm,
least probably 10 hours a day, I'd say, sitting at a desk with little
mm,
walking breaks. But on the whole, I am sat
mm.
all day.
Yeah. And like, you used to be like a gymnastic, right?
Yes, when I was
So,
very, very young. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I used to
Did
do
you get
gymnastics.
any? Did you get any like injuries from there, or like did you feel you like you had like injury at a young age, and then now it's just like kind of creeped up to your adult life, and you know there's something around, or it was just
No, I
fun?
don't think so. Yeah, no, I just love gymnastics. Yeah. Yeah, I just love
Yeah,
gymnastics, but I never got any injuries from it.
brilliant. I'm going to explain to you a little bit about this, and we can dive into it. I'm so excited. So, non-duality. A lot of people go around and they go many years of seeking enlightenment or
Hmm.
seeking peace, seeking happiness. So they would go to all these retreats, spend shitloads of money on it, and still they're still seeking. It wasn't
Yeah.
enough. And also in this healing space as well, many people go for years with pain and they will go to so many different therapists and they were just like, okay, I need this, this, this. Or like they would see something on social media. I was like, okay, that's what I need.
Try that as well.
Yes, so that is seeking, that you're seeking for healing. I can say that for myself because I was seeking for healing for
Mm,
many years, and many people advise me like, okay, this is what you need, and I will go and I'll be super disappointed. I'll be
mm,
like, okay, well, this hasn't worked for me
yeah, because
because
it
the
was never
seeking,
quite what you were looking for.
exactly, exactly, and I would go do all these like random like woo woo stuff as well, just to like be like, okay, well, is there something really wrong with me? And
Mm,
people would tell me, oh, there's something wrong with it because it's not the norms.
yeah.
Okay. So just talking about language,
Hmm.
language, okay? Language is a social construct. Humans use it to communicate,
Yeah.
okay? There is actually no meaning around language,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
All right. So, yes, let's just use the word pain. If you
Hmm.
take the language away pain, what is there?
It's just a feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the feeling, if you take away the feeling, the sensation, what is there?
Nothing.
There's nothing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and we talked about time.
Hmm.
Time is also social construct. So
Mm.
if you take the word away, time,
Yeah.
what is there?
Nothing.
Nothing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That makes everything very simple.
it's very simple.
Yeah.
If you take away, well, actually, what is the space between past and future?
Emotions attached to it,
Yeah. Those
mm.
emotions. What kind of emotions?
Memories and
Yeah.
perception.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
take the language away, memories and perception. What is there?
nothing.
There's nothing, right?
Yeah,
What is
let's do
here in
this.
this what is here in the present moment?
Just what is.
Yeah. What is?
Yeah,
If I get you to bring your hands out,
yeah.
just feel the space between your palms and the
Hmm.
air. What is there?
Nothing.
Nothing, right?
Yeah. So we attach a lot of meaning to things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in a different space to you.
Mm.
So, you know, what is between the space between you and me right now?
Yeah, that's super interesting. Nothing.
Nothing. I
Yeah.
can be sitting in silence with you right now and just enjoying the experience
Mm.
with you right now. So people will go to all these retreats because that person who created the retreat is their experience.
Mm.
They're the one who went through all these healing modalities and they just given it their experience to the people.
Yeah.
This is like literally the end of seeking.
Mm.
There's nothing there.
Yeah.
There's no future. There's no past. There's nothing to worry about.
Yeah. It's just thoughts and perceptions.
Exactly. And the thought is so powerful. It would want to latch on. It would keep
Yeah.
going, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. But it's basically a detox. It's
Mm.
sobering up from all those thoughts that you had. It's actually, no, it doesn't exist
Yeah.
at all. A lot of people go and worry about this and this and this, but it's not there.
Yeah.
What is there is right here, right
Yeah.
now. So if I was to say, like, who is Jeff?
Mm.
Who is she?
Whoever you think I am to
Yeah.
you.
So,
Yeah.
so it's the mask. We wear
Yeah.
all these masks,
Yeah.
perception.
Yeah.
And where is Jess right now?
Here.
Yeah, you're right here in this present moment.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so,
Super interesting. Really interesting.
yeah. How are you
Yeah.
feeling?
Yeah, I find it's fascinating. Like, and it's a
Yeah,
really very interesting way to kind of show you what is important and what isn't important.
yeah,
So what is anything
right?
else? Yeah.
It's like living, you know,
Mm.
this is what people are doing. They're chasing and chasing, chasing that illusion. And
Mm.
then when you get there, it's like, oh, what's next?
Mm.
There is actually no next.
Yeah. Just enjoy where you are.
Yeah. It's
Mm.
like people who go and do, like I said, like meditate for many hours, follow all these gurus, and then they're just chasing, 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 and they're
Mm.
just chasing for the next thing. Same with healing. You
Mm.
know, people who have a pain, let's say, or an injury, they will chase, chase, chase because they're not getting the pain relief.
Yeah.
But what your nervous system's actually doing is actually coming from your thoughts. Your thoughts is sending the nociception, which is the pain receptors, down to that area, and you're attaching the emotions. The okay, well, if I do X, Y, Z, it's gonna make it better, like stretching
Yeah.
or ice bath or red light. But it's all controlled through our nervous system, through our
Yeah.
thoughts. There's a few like talkers who actually cured their own pain.
Mm.
One of my favorite one is actually Dr. David R. Hawkins. You know, he used the word surrender
Yeah.
and he experienced the pain, the suffering. And once he acknowledged that, it was like, poof,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, isn't it beautiful? Like, you
Yeah,
know,
it is. It's so interesting. I find it, honestly, I find it all fascinating. It's so interesting.
Yeah.
and
Whether
I completely can understand how it works as well. Like the mind body connection is so strong. And if you're telling yourself every day, this, do you know?
yeah. And whether it's negative or positive, it's
Mm,
meant to be, and it's just perfect.
mm,
It's just perfect if it's negative. It's perfect if it's like positive.
yeah,
When I first got into this, it was like last year, I was inquiring myself. I thought, if I took away the me, if I took away the ego, because I don't know if
yeah,
you saw my stories, I was talking a lot about ego.
yeah.
If I took away like my ability to work with people, I was like, whoa, whoa, wait, what's there?
Left, yeah, what's left?
Yeah. And then when I was thinking about my friends and family, I like took that away. I was like, oh, what is this space?
Mm,
And I actually eventually had 2, 3 days where I was just bawling my eyes out and I was just like, oh my God, what have I tapped into? This is so
yeah,
deep.
yeah,
And then I was talking to my friend who also doing what is self-inquiry. And she did this on me and I was like, whoa. You kind of get like I don't know how you're feeling, but I was getting a bit of a buzz. I was getting a bit high off this. I was like, whoa, like, yeah, all those fears, all those worries, all those past, future, it's just gone.
yeah. And that
Just like
is,
that.
yeah, that is enlightening in itself. Do you know it is enlightening in itself just to, it's like a pressure's gone. The pressure's
Yeah,
gone. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
And literally, like, people try to seek for this for many years.
yeah.
So yeah,
And
welcome
it's
home.
like, yeah, it's just like opening your eyes and just thinking, actually, it just reframes everything, doesn't it? It's
Yeah,
super interesting, really interesting, and
yeah,
very freeing as well. Very freeing.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like you are you now. Like there's no like, oh, Jess is gonna be like this. Jess was like that. There's nothing anymore.
Yeah. It just is.
Yeah, how are you feeling?
I feel good. I feel very that honestly, that is so fascinating and it is, yeah, and it's a relief, I guess. A relief.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, what's the word relief? What
Yeah.
does that mean in?
Well,
We
yeah.
can go
Yeah, I
on.
guess. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Where do you end? We could literally talk for like 48 hours about this. It's
Yeah,
just like
yeah,
a
yeah.
never ending. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a peace. It is a peace, probably, a peace and a calm. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Excited about peace.
yeah, it's great because it's like now we experience each other.
Yeah.
We don't need to have words.
Yeah.
You know, you're sitting wherever you're sitting, I'm sitting wherever I'm sitting. I'm just like, we could just sit here, just staring each other in the
Yeah.
eyes
Yeah.
and just enjoying each other's company or whatever that is.
Yeah. Without all the drama surrounding it. Yeah.
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 Isn't it beautiful?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely stunning. It isn't. It's just a complete sense of peace.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. I'm going to stop the recording.